Today's topic will be on designing your own life, embracing the power of choice. And this post was inspired by a quote from YouTuber Amethyst Virgo Astrology's video. It's titled, "Why Do People Try to Impose on 12th House Boundaries?" In the video, she said something that stuck with me. Don't let people create your reality for you. And this resonated with me because I feel that I'm constantly mentally challenged by society's programming and family pressures to stand on business about what I can do and dreams I want to see manifest in my life. I've learned we can't always allow others to project their truths onto us. It's not healthy to absorb everyone else's mental funk when we have our own inherited, environmentally constructed, psychological funk that we have to wash off every day just to come up smelling good. Like, if we take what others think and want for us, there is no room for us to be present in our energy, our dream, or even care for ourselves if we hold ourselves up to someone else's measuring stick of a successful life. Don't let the people around you be your only guidance about what's best for you, because they, like you, cannot see the future and aren't privy to what God's cooking up in the universe, special made just for you. They only know what has worked for them, determined by their own choices and external circumstances that were out of their control at that time. So that could be economical and different regulations that were available at their times. How can you apply their lessons from their time to your path and our current unseen times, uncharted, nobody's ever done before? And newsflash, you can't. Everybody is writing their book as life goes on, and each generation has challenges that will be unlike the previous generations. You have a hand in the kitchen with God, but no one else needs to throw in ingredients that might mess up the flavor or change the distinct aroma of the meal of life you're cooking. No one else can drive your life path unless you hand them the steering wheel. As individuals, we must learn to distinguish between others' truth and what we know and believe about ourselves. This is why building self-confidence and learning to validate yourself is so important. In this world, there will be people who will try and impose what they want for you, and you have to know when that doesn't align with your vision for your future, when that doesn't coincide with your beliefs or values, and keep on keeping on. Each generation has been met with unforeseen circumstances to pull themselves out of and learn from. We cannot predict the future, so while it is great in theory to pass down knowledge and wisdom, we can take that wisdom and then make our own choices with what we have learned in our lives now and what is shown as present day, and hope for the best outcome in the future. Fear-mongering, projections, and negative ideas about moving away from the status quo are not suitable for your mental health. You don't have to subscribe to those subscriptions. Just like you can choose whether you have Netflix or Hulu and what phone carrier you want to pay for, you have the freedom and liberty to make financial, marital, living, and family decisions. Remember that, and if you are in the mood, remind the people who forget that it's your choice as often as possible. They will be long gone, and you will have to deal with the lingering resentment of making decisions based on what they want from you. You cannot let the weight of others' harmful, non-constructive, and sometimes hypocritical opinions and judgment weigh you emotionally and physically and mentally. You need to be able to move freely and without limitations in this world and think abundantly. My goal is to inspire you to be courageous and face your life challenges and fears head on straight, moving forward to your version of abundance in life. You can't do that without inner strength and the ability to tune out the nonsense. As a friendly reminder, your actions and God's will are the only ones with the final say over your life. Your life purpose trumps what your family thinks about your capabilities. The universe eclipses what people who knew you at a different stage in life think you are capable of. Many spiritual actions are being taken on your behalf once you guide your energy and thoughts through your willpower, mental affirmation, and constant dedication to your goals. Even then, the unseen doesn't go by what we view as possible on the physical plane. Have faith in yourself and your decisions, and let life surprise you in ways you can't even imagine. We can all grow, adapt to new environments, and open our minds to new beliefs if we choose to. What our lives look like is no one else's choice but ours. When making decisions, we have to think of the long-term implications. This means thinking about how much time, energy, and money a decision I'm debating will take from me. For example, if you have family pressuring you to buy a house, the money you are committing to paying on a 15 to 30-year basis, the time you are committing to living in that area, all these things have to be considered. And these beliefs being told to you may be assumed to be what is best for you, but if you're the one signing the documentation responsible for making the monthly payments for X amount of time, you better make sure it's what your version of best for you is. You all remember that saying about people who assume. I'll let y'all look that up. But if you evaluate the pros and cons and agree with what is being told, then have at it. At least then you know you researched and decided based on what you wanted. Then when you face the inevitable ups and downs that come with the life decisions you have made, you can at least have a peace of mind about your decision. Getting clout with your family and friends will quickly turn meaningless once you realize what you have given up to appease them. And this post is definitely for the millennials and Gen Zs who feel they are being force-fed the hottest, slimiest, flavorless soup of keeping up with the Joneses. Who are the Joneses and why are they important? Why are they role models for your life? F the Joneses and create your standard of living and family. Also, when I typed the word slimiest, I thought of the Nickelodeon show where they poured green slime on people. It is like the perfect analogy for what some of the older generations are trying to do to the younger generations. Dump all of the slime on us and have us deal with the consequences with a big smile on our face. Good luck. I couldn't remember the exact show, but when I Googled it, it looked like the person who was the MVP and won the award was the one who got slimed. What did they win, though? Dealing with washing the gunk off their hair and clothes, slowing them down from whatever progress they would have made that day? I mean, you can choose to show up to the show fighting to win the rat race set by arbitrary, antiquated rules and earn the slime award, or opt out and win your race where you set the rules and guidelines and get to determine the prize in your lifetime. Reality is ours to choose from. How empowering is that? If you have enjoyed listening to this episode, join the rest of the Growth Inspired Tribe and subscribe to my newsletter. By doing this, you'll get notified on each new episode, access to my latest blog post, and extra goodies such as motivating screensavers, checklists, and much more. I can tell you right now, I will not be sending out notifications daily, so don't worry. Let's embrace this journey called life together and grow into the fantastic human beings we were always destined to be.